Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of Andy's Drink Reviews. I'm Andy, and today we're going to be reviewing Crown Royal Canadian Whiskey. Crown Royal Canadian Whiskey is one of the pinnacles of the Canadian whiskey industry. It was created in 1939 for the visit of the royal family of the UK to Canada, and according to their logo, they have continued that excellence to this day. On the back of the bottle, it says the standard of excellence for Canadian whiskey, a blend of full-bodied Canadian whiskies matured to perfection in white oak barrels. Crown Royal was first created as a gift for the King and Queen of England to honor their visit to Canada in 1939. Now this bottle here is around a 750 milliliter bottle. I picked it up for not too much at my local liquor store. One thing I really like about the Crown Royal Company is they really understand aesthetics. Like, take a look at this bottle. It's extremely beautiful. It looks like a decanter. On the front, it has a pillow and a crown. The pillow is a purple color, and the box of the Crown Royal is also purple. That harkens back to medieval and ancient Europe in the Mediterranean, where purple was seen as a color of royalty. That comes from the fact that purple dye, produced in the Mediterranean region, especially where Phoenicia was extremely expensive. Only emperors, kings, and queens could afford it. Now this is a 40% alcohol, or 80 proof, which isn't that high for a whiskey. It's around mid-range. It's not until you get into like bourbons or some forms of scotch where you get into like 47 or 50. The top of the bottle is a very nice gold color, and it is marked with the same kind of inlays that are seen on the rest of the bottle. It's produced in Ontario, Canada. Now, the color of the liquor itself is the same typical ambery color you see with a lot of whiskeys. I didn't expect that to change. Whiskey typically has an amber color because it's matured and aged in oak or other hardwood barrels. You can get a whiskey that is a clearer color, similar to a vodka or other neutral spirits like gin and tequila, but typically you want to see an aged whiskey. The only time you ever really see a whiskey without the amber color because of the aging is with like a bootleg whiskey like a moonshine. That's because it's not aged at all. Now, without further ado, let's just get the cap off of this and see what it smells like. Yes. You do get a very, very nice aroma on this. Very subtle. You could smell the ingredients used in the whiskey. It's right on the nose. Very quality. You can tell that it's a quality whiskey just by the smell of it alone. Yeah, that goes right into the nose, and it screams to you that this is a quality whiskey. And that's what Crown Royal is. It is a top shelf whiskey. It always has been. It's associated with royalty. When the royals visited Canada, they actually took a lot of this home with them. And it was in the personal bar of the royal family for a while. If that's not a sign of quality, I don't know what is. But enough about the bottle. I mean, I could go over even more, like the website, the back of the bottle, the government warning. I could even read you off the QRL code, but there's no reason to do that. So let's just get into the main point of the whiskey. As you can see, I've already poured it in our shot glass. It's still got the same amber color, which I didn't expect it to change. It shouldn't change. That's physically impossible. But let's just give it a little smell closer to the nose. Oh yeah, that's Simply Marvelous. So you do get a Simply Marvelous flavor right in the smell. You can already sort of taste it. It's very beautiful. I expected it to be so. It is a more expensive whiskey. It's actually one of my favorites, as you can tell by the fact that the bottle is almost empty. I need to refill that at some point. But let's just give this a taste. Even though I already know what it's like, I really want to taste it. Oh man. As soon as it hits your palate, you get a beautiful flavor of the whiskey. It coats your entire mouth. You can tell that it's quality. Oh my. It's it's similar to a Scotch whiskey. It's more similar to a Scotch whiskey than it is to like a bourbon. Uh, which is good. I am more of a Scotch drinker myself, so I do prefer Canadian whiskey over bourbons, but I do like a bourbon myself. Man, it's very good. It definitely has a very distinct flavor. Um, for a blended whiskey, it is really good. You with a whiskey, you tend to want to go with like a straight run whiskey. Um, Maybe like a single barrel, single malt. But overall, it's very good. It's a very high quality whiskey. Um, Excellent sipping drink. If you were to have like a fancy meal, you could have a sipping drink with like the Crown Royal, which is really good. It's something you really want to look for. Um, it's common too. Now the Crown Royal Corporation doesn't only make the original uh, whiskey. They also have a variety of flavored whiskeys. The ones off the top of my head that I can remember are their apple, which is really good, the vanilla, and the one that they call black. But I'm not entirely sure what flavor that is. It might be a rye, but other than that, it's a really good one. I'm ready to give my rating. I'm not gonna. I think it deserves a 7.5. 7.5 is where it is. It's not the best whiskey in the world, um, by far. There are way better ones that you can get for a lot more money. But if you're going for mid range to maybe even top of the upper shelf, Crown Royal is a decent one. What I do want to try by the Royal Corporation, I do want to try their XR, which is, or is it XO? I'm not entirely sure. But it's their top shelf whiskey. I really want to try that, but it is a lot of money that I'm not willing to justify spending yet. But other than that, 7.5 is an absolute good number for this. I highly recommend it. If you have the money and you want to try it, please do. It's very good. Um, Other than that, I'd like to thank you for making it to the end of the video. Please like and subscribe, comment, share. I will respond to anything. Please have a good night. And if it's daytime, please have a good day. Cheers.